Good day to you all. Okay, we have our topic for today. Again, is about geometric series. I will give some examples about this lesson. Okay, this is from problem number 1, finding the sums of finite geometric series. Again, a geometric series is the sum of the terms of a geometric sequence. Geometric sequence has a common ratio, unlike the arithmetic series that has common difference. Again, a geometric series is the sum or total of the terms of a sequence. Now, in geometric series, we will use this formula as sub n equals a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r, wherein a sub 1 is our first term, r is our common ratio, and n is the number of terms. We have here explicit formula from where or when we gonna use explicit formula. If our given has no number of terms and usually it comes with the sigma or the or the summation. So if we have number summation or sigma, we don't need to use this explicit formula. Okay, we will go directly to the sum formula, which is a sub n equals a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Our given is a sub 1. A sub 1 is equal to 1 over 5. Next, how about our common ratio? Common ratio is R is equal to 1 over 10 all over 1 over 5. What is 1 over 10 divided by 1 over 5? It will be equal to 1 over 2. So we will use 1 over 2 from our common ratio. Now, do we have number of terms for n? Since we don't have n, we will use explicit formula. Okay, explicit formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. We will use explicit formula to find the number of terms. Okay, next. A sub n is equal to, what is our first term? 1 over 5 times our common ratio is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1. Now, what is our a sub n? Our a sub n is the value of our last term, which is 1 over 80. So we can change a sub n to 1 over 80. Okay, next. So we will divide both sides by 1 over 5 to make 1/2 raised to n minus 1 alone. So 1 over 5 canceled. So now we have 1 over 80 divided by 1 over 5. Okay, next. So it will be equal to 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1. Okay, next. 1 over 80 divided by 1 over 5 is 1 over 16 is equal to 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1. Now, since we have 1/2, what we need to put from 1 over 2 or exponent of 1/2 over or 1 over 2 make 1 over 16. So it will be 1/2 raised to 4 because 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 raised to 4 is 16. Okay, now we can cancel now the base, which is 1/2. So we can write now 4 equals n minus 1. So what is the value of n? N is equal to what? So if you will transfer -1 on the other side, it will be +1. So 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So it means our n is equal to 5. Okay, next. So we use explicit formula and now we have the number of terms. Now this is the time we will use the sum formula. Okay, what is our formula? We have S sub n is equal to A sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Okay, so what is our S sub n, or our n is the number of terms, which is 5. So the sum of the first 5 terms is equal to, what is our first term? Our first term is, from the given, we have 1 over 5 times 1 minus the common ratio, which is 1/2. So 1/2 raised to 5 all over 1 minus r, or 1 minus 1 over 2. Then simplify. The sum of 5 terms is, okay, we have, what is 1 over 2 raised to 5? If you will simplify, this will be 1 over 32. So 1 over 5 times 1 minus 1 over 32. Okay, all over 1/2. Okay, next. What is 1 minus 1 over 32? It will be 31 over 32. Then multiply it by 1 over 5. After you get the answer, divide it by 1/2. So your answer will be 31 over 80. So it means the sum of the first 5 terms is 31 over 80. Okay, next. Number 2 question. We have 9, -6, plus 4, minus 8 over 3, plus 16 over 9. So same with the previous question. Okay, we need to find first the number of terms. Okay, first step is write the given. We have a sub 1, which is 9. Common ratio, r is equal to a sub 2 over a sub 1. So -6 over 9 is what? It will be -2 over 3. So we will use -2 over 3 as our common ratio. Now, we need to find the number of terms, or n. Okay, that's the question mark. Now, we will use explicit formula to find the number of terms. So explicit formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Okay, a sub n is our last term. What is our last term? 16 over 9. A sub 1 is our first term, which is 9, times our common ratio is -2 over 3 raised to n minus 1. Divide both sides by 9 make negative 2 over 3 raised to n minus 1 alone. Okay, now 16 over 9 divided by 9 is 16 over 81. 16 over 81. Now negative 2 over 3 raised to n minus 1. So we need to have the same base, right? So negative 2 over 3 raised to what number to make 16 over 21? We have negative 2 over 3 raised to 4. Okay, now we can cancel the base, which is negative 2 over 3. So now n minus 1 is equal to 4. Now what is our n? N is equal to 5. So it means the number of terms is 5. Okay, we have the first term. We have the common ratio, which is negative 2 over 3. We have the number of terms, which is 5. So this is the time we will use the sum formula. Again, write the formula S sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is the first term, times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Okay, S sub n, what is over n? 5. So the sum of the first 5 terms. A sub 1 is the first term, 9 times 1 minus the common ratio, which is negative 2 over 3. Don't forget the sign, raised to n, which is 5. Okay? We have 9. Okay, don't forget 1 minus negative 2 over 3. Our denominator. Okay, next. Simplify. What is negative 2 over 3 raised to 5? So it will be 32 over 243. Then we have the answer negative. So negative times negative is positive. So the sign here will be plus. So you will have 9 times 1 plus 32 over 243 all over 1 plus 2 over 3. Then simplify. Okay, so it will be 55 over 9. So it means the sum of the first 5 terms is 55 over 9. That is for number 2 question. Okay, next. Okay, again, our question is, we have the question summation of 3 raised to n from n equals 1 to 5, wherein the number of terms is 5 and our first term is 3. Okay, how can we get the first term? Since our n or the lower limit is 1, just simplify 3 raised to n or 3 raised to 1. What is 3 raised to 1? That is our first term. N equals 1 refers to the first term. So 3 raised to 1 is 3. So that is the value of a sub 1. Now, what is our common ratio? So obviously our common ratio here is 3. That is our rule. 3. Okay, we have now the number of terms. We have the first term and the common ratio, which is 3. So we will use the sum formula S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. Okay, next. What is our n? From the given, we have S sub 5. We have 5 terms. A sub 1 is 3 times 1 minus What is our R? R is the common ratio, which is 3. Raised to, what is our N again? 5. All over 1 minus R is 3. Okay, next. Simplify. So 3 raised to 5 is 243. So you can write 1 minus 243 all over, what is 1 minus 3? It's negative 2. Then simplify. Negative 243 or 1 minus 243 is negative 242. And negative 242 times 3 divided by negative 2 will give us the answer equals what? 363. So it means the sum of the first 5 terms, or the sum of this series, is 363. Okay, next. We have the question, the summation of 1/2 raised to n plus 1. 1/2 raised to n plus 1. Okay, I will put parentheses here. Again, 1/2 raised to we have the question, summation of 1/2 raised to n plus 1 from n equals 1 to 4. The number of terms is 4. Since we have upper limit 4. Now, what is our first term? A sub 1. 1 over 2 raised to n plus 1. What is our n? The first term is 1, right? First, we need to find the first term. So we will use 1, n equals 1. Substitute 1 from n plus 1 will be 1 plus 1. Okay? So 1/2 raised to 2. What is 1/2 raised to 2? It will be 1 over 4. So our first term is 1 over 4. Now, common ratio. Obviously, our common ratio from the rule is 1 over 2. Okay. We have some formula. S sub n, our n is 4. The sum of 4 terms is equal to the first term, which is 1 over 4 times 1 minus 1/2 raised to, what is our n? Raised to 4. Okay, next, all over 1 minus 1 over 2. Then simplify. Okay, what is 1/2 raised to 4? 1/2 raised to 4 is 1/2 or 1 over 16. 1 minus 1 over 16 all over. What is 1 minus 1/2? Okay, 1 over 2. Then simplify. What is 1 over 4 times 1 minus 1 over 16 all over 1/2? Okay, so 1 minus 1 over 16 is 15 over 16. So 1 over 4 times 15 okay, times 15 over 16 all over 1 over 2. Okay, next, then simplify. What is 1 over 4 times 15 over 16 all over 1/2? So it will give you 15 over 32. So the summation of the first four terms is 15 over 32. Okay, last question. We have the summation of 2 over 3 raised to n minus 1 from n equals 1 to 4. So lower limit is 1 and upper limit is 4. So it means that n is equal to 4. The number of terms is 4. Let me draw parentheses here. Okay. Now a sub 1 again is 2 over 3 raised to, what is our n? Since we need to find the first value, we will plug in 1 from n. So 1 minus 1. So 2 over 3 raised to, what is 1 minus 1? 0. And 2 over 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. So remember, any number raised to 0 is always equal to 1. Okay, next. Our common ratio is R. So R is equal to, from our rule, 2 over 3. So n equals 4, a sub 1 is 1, R is equal to 2 over 3. Then use the sum formula. We have S sub 4 is equal to the number of terms, which is n, a sub 1, which is the first term, which is 1, times 1 minus the common ratio, 2 over 3 raised to n, which is 4. Okay, all over 1 minus 2 over 3. Then simplify. Okay, so 1 times 1 minus, what is 2 over 3 raised to 4? Okay, 16 over 81. All over, what is 1 minus 2 over 3? Okay, it will be 1 over 3. Then simplify. 1 minus 16 over 81 is 65 over 81. So 1 times 65 over 81 all over 1 over 3. What is 65 over 81 times 1? 65 over 81 divided by 1 over 3 is 65 over 27. So it means the sum of the first four terms in this series is 65 over 27. That's all for today. Thank you for listening and have a great day. Bye and thank you.